Chapter 12 The Opposition.
When the leaders of Mecca saw that M would not stop and that his uncle would not abandon him, they grew even angrier. They decided to make life miserable for everyone who followed M. The followers of M were not powerful. They were not rich. Most of them were poor. Some were slaves. Some were women. They had no army. They had no weapons. They had only their belief. And for that belief they suffered. The leaders ordered that the followers of M be mocked in the streets. When they walked through the market, people shouted insults at them and threw dirt and rubbish. Some followers were beaten. Some were locked in their homes. Some were starved. The worst suffering fell upon the slaves who had believed in M. Among them was a man named Bilal. He had heard M's message and believed with all his heart. His master was a cruel man who worshipped idols. When the master learned that Bilal had joined M's mission, he flew into a rage. "You will give up this foolishness," the master shouted, "or you will die." Bilal said nothing. He would not give up. The master dragged Bilal into the desert under the burning sun. He ordered his men to throw Bilal onto the hot sand. Then they placed a huge rock on Bilal's chest. The sun beat down. The rock pressed onto Bilal's lungs. He could barely breathe. "Give up," the master said. "Say that our idols are the true gods." Bilal could not move. He could not breathe, but he opened his mouth and whispered, "One God, one, one." The master beat him. The master tortured him, but Bilal would not change his words. Another slave, a woman named Sumaya, was tortured along with her husband and son. She was old and weak. Her master was merciless. "Give up," he said. "Say what we want you to say." Sumaya refused. She became the first follower of M to die for her belief. Her husband was tortured next. He also refused to give up. He became the second to die. Their son, a young man named Ammar, was tortured so badly that he finally said what his masters wanted to hear. His tongue spoke the words, but his heart did not believe them. He ran to M, weeping. "Did you say those words?" M asked. "Yes," Ammar said. "They would not stop torturing me. I could not bear it any longer." M put his arm around the young man. "If they do it again," M said gently, "say it again. Your heart is still full of belief. God knows what is in your heart." M's followers were being hurt. They were being killed, but they did not stop believing. And M could do nothing to stop their suffering. He had no army. He had no weapons. He had only his words. So he did what he had always done. He spoke the truth. He reminded his followers to be patient. He told them that God sees everything, and that those who are patient will be rewarded. But the suffering only grew worse.